We start our chapter here, Pressure and Wind System, Chapter 14 on page 200, 201 and 202. What is atmosphere? We are surrounded by atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but a thick layer of air, thick blanket of air surround us, that surround our earth planet. We know that windmill rotates. The fan in the windmill, it rotates. And the boat sails. Why? Because of this air pressure. If there is no air pressure, boat cannot sail in the water and the electricity cannot be prepared from windmill. Not only that, there are many defects because if there is absence of air pressure. The pressure exerted by the air is called air pressure. Such air pressure depends upon some factors like altitude, temperature, water vapor, etc. Altitude, when you climb the mountain, you know mountaineer. One who climbs a mountain, they carry oxygen cylinder on their back. The cylinder is filled with oxygen. Why do they carry oxygen? Because when you go high altitude, when you go high mountain, high area or mountain area, what happens? Their air pressure is very, very less. So, what do they feel? If there is no outer air pressure is less, our body blood pressure is more, what happened? We feel, our nose started bleeding. The blood oozes out from our body. So at last we die. So what they do? In order to maintain the air pressure, they carry oxygen cylinder on their back. Finally, we can conclude that higher the altitude, lower the pressure. If you go high altitude, very, very low pressure by the air. How does the temperature affect the pressure? If the temperature is more, what happens? Gases particles expand, then they become thinner, they fly up. So more the temperature, less the air pressure. More the temperature, less the air pressure. Moist air is lighter than the dry air, so it exerts less pressure. What is wind? The movement of air is called wind. You know that water flow from high level area to low level area. The same way, the wind flow from high pressure area to low pressure area. The question is, why does wind blow? You know that air particles expand during daytime because of sunlight. Over the land, air particles are present. This air particle expands, so it becomes very light, less weight, so it moves upwards. So who will occupy then this area? The heavy air over the water sources moves towards this area. You know that water flow from high to low. The same way, wind flow from high pressure area to low pressure area. Where is high pressure area? The area over the air over the water bodies. Which is low pressure area? The air which is present over the land. Because during daytime I told you land gets heated up. That's what air also heated up. And they become less dense and rises up. You know, hydrogen balloon rises up because of less mass. The same way, light air when it becomes light, it rises up. So this area is low pressure area. So the wind blow from high pressure area to low pressure area. That is what we say. Wind is blowing. The direction of wind can be measured with the help of wind vane. It can be also called as the weather clock. This is the weather clock. How will you measure the wind speed? You know that anemometer is an instrument which is used to measure the wind speed. Here is an activity to show that air pressure exerts pressure on surface which can come in contact. For this, you take like this bottle and fill with warm water, lukewarm water. And what will happen? Open the lid. Let it be open place. So, because of this warm water, air become hot, air gets expanded, and you know that the expanded air is lighter and it moves away. So, from the bottle, air particles comes out of the bottle. Now, what you are going to do is pour out throw out all this warm water from the bottle. Immediately close the bottle with a lid. Now you pour little cold water. What will happen? Inside air pressure is less, outside air pressure is more, so it shrinks. The shape become like this. That is the reason those who dive in water, that deep diver, what they do, they wear the dress, the specific material, so that they will be safe. Because when you go down the water, deep into the water pressure is more. So their pressure will be normal. So if outer pressure is more, our body will be shrinked and we will, what is happening? Bleeding occurs and we will die ultimately. The same reason is applied here. Inside air pressure is less, outside air pressure is more. Because of that reason, it is shrinked. The shape of the bottle become like this. Activity 2 is to show that increasing in wind speed leads to decrease in air pressure. Here you are going to take 2 balloons of same size and strings, a stick and a straw. Now you are going to tie 2 inflated balloons on both the ends of the stick. What you are going to do is now blow yourself in between the balloon. When you blow, what happened? The speed of the air is increased. This leads to pressure, decrease in pressure, air pressure. When you blow, speed of the wind will be, air will be increased and the air pressure become less. The air become less in the particular area. That is the reason this exert greater pressure from the sides of the balloon, so it pushes one balloon towards other. When you blow in between the balloon, the air pressure is decreased. Air is moved away. Air which is present in between the balloon moved away, so air pressure is decreased in the particular area. Now there is higher pressure area on either side of the balloon, but in between the balloon there is less pressure area, so automatically both the balloons move towards each other. Since wind blow from higher area to region to lower region area, the both the side higher region area, the middle area is lower region area. That is the reason both the side balloon moves towards its center. Now you are going to hold the paper like this in your mouth. Now blow it over the top layer of the paper. What do you observe? You can see top surface of the paper leads to lower pressure area, whereas lower than the paper leads to higher pressure area. Because you know that pressure from below pushes the strip of paper up, thus moving air can provide a lift. Jet planes also use this mechanism to flight. Here is an activity 4 is to show air expands on heating. Take a setup like that, the bottle with the balloon which is fitted to the mouth of the bottle. This is of glass bottle. Now what you are going to do is, this entire setup you put into the hot water. Take a trough full of hot water and you put this bottle with the balloon. Balloon is already fitted to the mouth of the bottle. After a few minutes, you can observe the balloon itself inflated. When you put bottle inside the hot water, air present inside the bottle expanded, gets heated and expanded. Since the volume is increased, so the bulb inflated. Again, take out the bottle and put it outside or put it under the chill water. What will happen? The balloon will be deflated. This shows that air expands on heating and contracts on cooling.